I should probably wear a different t-shirt to this at some point and probably wash this one. I have no idea where the suit's gone. It's usually up here, and the tie, and the hat for that matter. Don't know where any of it is, but we're here again. This has proved a lucky top, apart from one episode as today. If you haven't seen the last one, you should watch that one. But we have a big position in the league to try and reinforce and keep. It's all down to today. As yes guys, forgot to even mention before we mention the episode name, transfer time as well as welcome back to episode number 9 of season number 3 of the Hartlepool United FIFA 22 career mode. And you can see, of course, like I always say, make sure you're subscribed to the channel to start off with and the notification bell on as well, so you didn't I can't speak today. In case you didn't miss the last episode, you would have been notified if you're subscribed. So don't miss this one and the next one by turning that bell on when you are subscribed. As today, got top goal scorer. I've drank so much coffee before this video. Is John for us with 15 goals, catching Farias. As in the league, there's the position. We are third in the table, in the championship table. We couldn't get promoted with Nottingham Forest in the last save, who had like almost 80 rated players everywhere. We have a much lower rated team and we're doing fantastic. And as for the calendar, there's a spoiler of what happened last time, not good in the cup. But we have 4 days left, including deadline day, as it's going to be 4 games today. Brentford, Fulham, Hull City and Blackpool. 2 played, 2 simmed. As I know, Fulham's going to be played, and I think I'll go with Brentford. Where are Hull and Blackpool? I think they are down there. I know Brentford are struggling this season. Brentford highest, 12th. Blackpool and Hull bottom mid-table, teams we should be winning against, but of course, I do want to bring some players in before we even think about them games, and a player from rock bottom in the league. That's right, the player I'm looking at, not doing too well, but that's why I think I can buy him, because his team's struggling. As Houston Dynamo put a bid in for the recently new signed on Marinovic, I want him to be here as we try and push into the Premier League, and if he would be here when we're in the Prem, if we're in the Prem, but it should be a when question, because we're doing well. I am going to reject that because I want him here, as I'm going to go straight to the transfer hub and show you just the one player I have in mind, because although he's bottom of the league, he's got a decent rating. It's not Holsgrove who's signed anywhere else, it's not Connolly, it's Peterborough United centre-back / centre-mid, Josh Knight. He's been signed permanently from Leicester for them. He's not got the crucial player thing, which they usually have. In fact, it's going to be a bit pricey, and that wage is quite high for bottom of the league, but we're going to go in for him. We do need a centre-back to kind of replace Sean Raggett, and I feel like this is the guy. He's high rated as well. He'd be the highest rated. Him just over Staunton, and Akinfenmewa will be a young 3 at the back. But a young 3 I think I can trust, as we're going to offer his evaluation to start off with, as they want Valakari in the swap deal. That is never happening. Valakari is going to go out in a legendary way from this club, and not just in a little poxy bid for a centre-back. So we'll go 2.6, add 300k to the end of that, and that one's accepted. Maybe we could have actually got him for cheaper, as we're going to go straight into the contracts as well. I want this guy immediately. Crucial, yes. A 2-year contract, yes, that should be enough time. Disregard a release clause, and he will take a wage cut. Then he wants a clean sheet bonus, which I think we might grab, so I'll take that off. I think he'll still be the highest paid player on 7.1, but he's going to stay with that money. Josh Knight is maybe the one and only signing in this window. Who knows what happens on deadline day though? Honestly, who does know, as we're there already? Biggest transfer going through is Verratti to Napoli. I can see that in the bottom corner as teams spending money. 11 million West Brom, 15 million Bournemouth, and then there's going to be us. We, of course, loads of teams haven't bid at all. 90 million spent by Brentford. As we are, yeah, there we are. 2.6 on just Josh Knight. No one leaving. Brennan Johnson leaves Nottingham Forest. Could always see that happening. No offence to Nottingham Forest fans in real life, but I could see that happening in the future. Looks like a good Premier League player at that, as Aouar now the most expensive. You can't see these, they're behind my head, but you can see the clock ticking quickly as we're getting down to the last couple of hours. And I am thinking about one free signing. I didn't really want to make any more free signings past this, but you know the fact Danny Andrew is leaving at the end of the year. we've got this guy, Max Clark, who is a free agent. 28-year-old is the only thing that gets me. I feel like Maximilian Johansson, the two Maxes fighting at left back for the manager Max, would be a bit too much. So I'll leave him there. He is a free agent, so we can sign him, of course, outside of the window. So I will leave him there for you guys to comment upon. I do read the comments. Don't you worry about that. I do read them, so please make your decision on that. As Real Sociedad B want Samuel Ingram. That's straight up rejected. He's the future of the club. Our youth academy has done us very well, and he will remain here as deadline day is officially over. We actually did get a bid after the bell as well. Sean Rackett from Istanbul. I'm going to do him a favour and reject that. I mean, he has been a good servant to us. I don't think he's been bad enough to fall out the squad completely. We are third in the league using him. I feel like he's a very experienced head. Of course, the ex-captain, now he's out of the team, is not the actual captain anymore. I might call him the club captain, but yeah, he will leave. As we'll promote a youth player as well. I mean, Cunningham is close, Jasper, but Aidan Smith, now 60 rated. He warrants it. That's how we do the academy, as the board are very happy with that one as well. Takes his manager rating up to 82. It's dropped now, we're higher in the league. I don't get that, as we play Brentford first. Impressed with you, Aidan Smith. That's why you've been promoted. And we are at home at New Victoria Park, as there is a new starter in the lineup as well. Magliore dropping to the reserves. Ferguson actually the same rating as Andrew now. And Keshi Anderson still in there with Norwood, club legend, as it's going to be Marinovic in goal, Luke Bolton, Firmao, Staunton, Knight and Johansson still at left back, with Harrop, Evans, Valakari through the middle, Butterworth and Logan John leading the line together. And the Brentford starting 11, David Raya still in goal, David Raya, whatever, Mads Rosalev, Mario Vusovic, Pontius Janssen, William Testilo, I don't know where I got Christian from, and El Dahani making up a five at the back, Norgard, De Silva and Baptiste, with Johan Visser and Dursavoglu, the partnership that ripped us apart at the start of the season. These beat us 4-1 at, of course, the Brentford Community Stadium, whichever it's called or whatever it's called, I don't care. We're at New Victoria Park. We're hoping for a win. And of course, if Stoke lose, we will be in a very good position, as that's a foul straight away. Hopefully not a yellow card, but a free kick in a dangerous position 2 minutes into this one. At home, as we'll get the line of the wall a little bit forward, ready to run. Dursavoglu over the wall, straight to Stefan Marinovic. New contract, of course. I want to see him playing a bit better, as he's dressed as the other players as well. That's going to be off-putting at corners. As now Johansson with the ball down the line, sends it straight into his man Harrop. Going to try and get the passing going straight away for Maywo. That's a good ball onto Harrop. He can continue to run. He's round the wing back. Josh Harrop pulled that one back into the middle, and that was a poor pass. Little bit of a chance passing us by right there, as now Bolton has it again. That is a square, beautiful ball into Johansson. Round the corner it goes. Into Knight, filling in at left wing back. Here he is, the new guy. Going to pass it. Make sure his pass completion is perfect. As now into John. Round the corner, Evans. Player 1-2. That could be good. John just beaten to it by Vuskovic. As now El Dahani putting the pressure on Brentford well. Baptiste goes backwards into Christian Norgard. Now onto De Silva. As we're trying to put the pressure on them right here. Over the top into Roslev. Vuskovic now down the line. As Rosalev receives it again, he's round us. Maximilian Johansson getting a little touch on it. Joe Knight into Lee Evans, who's not getting involved in games as much. I mean, he does the tackling part, but I'd like him to build up a little bit more. As Butterworth has the ball, just leave that to Harrop. More pace, of course, as Harrop with a chance to cross to the back post. It's a good one, Valakari! And a good save from David Raya, that one. We almost broke the deadlock 25 minutes in, as a corner ball onto the head and over from Akin. Some good play, but just not working out for us on that occasion, as Johan Visser. He's round, I think, Staunton, but Johansson comes back to push him out wide. This little guy at left wing back is actually sensational. He hasn't done a thing wrong, even though he's lower rated than both other left wing backs. He's keeping them both out of the side, as John with a run on right here. Butterworth pointing over the top. Can he beat Janssen? He definitely does. It's one of them chip through balls that always works. Butterworth to put us 1-0 up at home. It's Dan Butterworth. A brilliant ball from Logan John, who breaks the deadlock half an hour in. Stoke City feel that pressure. It's a brilliant time to start playing football this time of the season, after January and December. It is 1-0 in this big playoff or promotion push now. Love to see it, as Rosalev, though. Brentford on the front foot here. Marinovic makes a hash of that. and instantly level. Their first shot of the game apart from the free kick in the second minute. And Shannon Baptiste with a tap-in. What a mistake from Marinovic that was. I want to see it again, please. It's straight round the corner. We tried to dive in, slid, and maybe we shouldn't have slid. Would have gone into Stefan if not, but Staunton stops it. 1-1, I guess. Despite domination, it's a miscommunication that actually levels the game up. Shannon Baptiste's first goal of the season, and it won't come any easier than the one he just scored us. Come on. Before half-time, let's push a little bit more, shall we? Logan John, brilliant run round the side. Tries to cut back, tries to shoot on the angle, and Raya reading that one. A little bit easy for him as a corner ball. Whip that in onto Staunton, diving header, and it was Butterworth who put it over. As almost at the half-hour mark, I was going to expect half-time then, but Brentford with a chance. Staunton with a block. They're growing into this game a little bit now, and we've let them back in a bit. Half really good, half disappointing. Or should I say 30 minutes amazing, 15 minutes not, as we've got it all to play for now and build it back up in the second half. Not impressed how we've let them come back into this straight away, as we've tried to get round us right there. Oh, Josh Knight on his debut, little bit of a mistake. Visser into the middle, Dursavoglu and Marinovic, brilliant. Brilliant from our goalkeeper. That could have been costly for Josh Knight. I mean, a debut's always going to be nervy, but that, in this big of a game, was not spot on as Josh Harrop reads that one. Pass on to Visser and comes back to him as we've got a little bit of a break on. Keep going, Josh Harrop. Butterworth slightly central, but can we get the ball through to him? We can. What a ball that is for a brace for Butterworth. Hits the keeper, bounces off the defender, I think it was, and it is 2-1. Did he get the final touch? I'm very unsure, but at least we're in front again. Harrop had to do all the hard work, but let's have a look. It is through right there, and did it? No, I think it came off Butterworth. I think it came off his knee, but yeah, it's been given as his goal. A little bit shocked with that, didn't expect it to be the case, as Dursavoglu tries to put a ball through right here. We've got to be spot on now. No comebacks! And it's him again. It's Shannon Baptiste in the right place at the right time. It's a horrific mistake again from Reece Staunton, as I don't know what he's playing at this game. You won't get a luckier tap in than both he's had in this game. 2 for Butterworth, 2 for Baptiste. That one was horrific. As Butterworth now with it, and I think there's an advantage for us. There was a big foul in there as Oni Valakari has a bit of a gap, tries to give it to Butterworth, not running fast enough. Maybe it's time for changes, as we've played really well, but we've let them back into it twice. And Coventry City actually winning in their game, which ain't good for us as well. Where did that come from? A big strike from them as Josh De Silva gets a yellow card. McAtee I'm going to trust to bring on in this vital game, as I've just found out Coventry are actually playing Fulham. So 2 playoff chasing teams against each other at the Ricoh Arena, where we, of course, did not have our luck, as what a bit of dribbling that is from Staunton. At least he's improved on that occasion, as pass it off. Not the best of passes, but Johansson puts the pressure on. This is a good move, John. Switch that across. What a ball into the feet of James McAtee. Passes it across and not good enough. Probably should have took the shot on himself as Harrop waits for a run, and oh, that were wasted. Quite a big set of chances right there as Visser, Marinovic. The keepers for both teams kind of keeping a minute. I mean, there a keeper hasn't had to make many chances. We've ruined our own chances. Mo Adams, I'm going to trust him in an important game, as that's a terrible clearance. And Johan Visser might have got Brentford all the points right here. That is a terrible clearance. He just hit Akinfemewo. And it's a late defeat, I think, to Brentford. In a game we really wanted to win to put the pressure on second place. Looks like we're bottling it. It just hit Logan John, sorry. Femewo's header wasn't enough. Marinovic, no chance. Man on the line, Bolton not doing enough. 3-2 the Bees. Not good enough, as of course slapping Omar on now. Gotta go all guns blazing, as look at that tackle. That was horrific. Don't know what he was trying to do right there as James McAtee. Can he get the run of Bolton? He does. Bogle getting that centre. That's a great ball over to Omar. Oh, he's put it over. That was the chance. Massive missed opportunity, however, we still have the ball. Josh Harrop put that round the corner, and that's a great ball on to Luke Bolton, who floods forward at the end of games. And it is 3-3. Even though it's a leveller, we will celebrate this one late on. The right wing back, might have rescued a point for us in this big game. It's got it all. 3-3 at the new Victoria Park Stadium as all the players are on the field. Luke Bolton hopefully keeps us in the playoffs with that. Look at this. Great ball to the other side from Josh Harrop. And Bolton on his left foot across David Raya. A brilliant strike from a player who rarely scores as well, as Godos coming on for them now. We've got 3 added minutes. Something could happen in these, you know. This game is far from over as De Silva dribbling forward rather slowly. Come on, we've still got to watch his men though, as I think that's Knight coming out towards him. Terrible touch. Have we got time to get to the side of the field? That's a red card. That's De Silva off in the last minute. If only it was earlier. 6 goals, 3 for either team so far. And Josh De Silva is released from the field as McAtee onto Bolton. And oh, we haven't got time. That red card was tactical, definitely, as it's a 3-3 game at New Victoria Park. I can't complain about it. It had everything. Red card, 3 goals for either team, and no penalties. Granted, it wasn't the best debut from Josh Knight, but we'll settle with that as Stoke City have the game in hand. I'm guessing they're playing on a different day, and Coventry are the only team to jump above us. I mean, yeah, Nottingham Forest have just done that right now. As we do stay in the playoffs, Fulham drop out, and Fulham we play next. We can try and sink the Cottagers or sink ourselves, depending on how the result goes here. Don't fancy chucking away our chances, as we've just had a youth intake for February, and this is a marvellous one. Jonathan Lowe, 64 rated, 17-year-old, so he is a little bit old, but I am going to promote him straight away. Yes, there's Dior Angus and Bolton, but he'll get experience with the first team. And then we've got Roman Chapman, who, yes, we can't promote yet, he's 15, duh, but look at that, 63 rated at 15. He looks like the future. Hopefully we'll get to see him live out to his full potential, and it's good for the board that promoting him, as the team is the same for the next game. Even though it was 3-3, played rather well, just the defence at times let us down. 2 mistakes from Staunton. Not the best debut from Knight, but we can forgive and forget. Hopefully forget by having a marvellous game at the Cottage. And Fulham's team is Paolo Gazzaniga in goal, Cyrus Christie, Terence Congolo, Michael Hector, Joe Bryan, Andre, Frank, Zambo and Guisa, with Reed in the midfield, Wilson, Lavera, Joe Linton, and Bobby Decadova-Reid up front on his own. Don't know what to expect from Fulham, as I think it was a draw first time round. I remember Tyler Maglior's wonderful start, but that was when we thought we were going to be a lot below them in the league. Now we're above them, trying to knock them out of the playoff positions, which we occupy. As what a challenge from Johansson that was. Just stretched to reach the ball, and he's only a small player as Bolton round the corner, getting some good play going. That needed to go further from Valakari. He's got the ball back, and that is further, but further offside. Unlucky with that move though, but we instantly have the ball back as Staunton needs to improve on that last performance. Good pass out from Lee Evans into Bolton. That's round the corner. That's John. Look at the passing. This is amazing. Josh Harrop sweaties it. Butterworth almost fumbled it, but does get on the end of it. It's another goal with a golf swing celebration for Dan Butterworth. He's been here since the last league days, and he continues his form. Harrop creating that one, but what a well-worked move from the team. That's what I'm trying to say. Just perfect. Fantastic, in the words of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, as Valakari now onto Firmino, into Evans, Evans into Logan John, and he almost taps that round. Hasn't got as many goals lately, Logan John, but he's still got 14. Does score a lot from the spot, granted, but Bruno Fernandes does that as well. And Penaldo, as he does get involved in the games a lot. Look at that, spreading the ball out to Maximilian Johansson here, trying to get it on his right foot. Still hits it with his left. That's an experience, that is, as a throw-in somehow to them. As now Oni Valakari passes a ball straight into Lee Evans. Come on, let's extend this lead. No mistakes like Brentford. We get this job done and dusted as we need to do, as Bolton with a little dummy towards the edge of the box. Valakari tries to drill it to Logan John. Right idea, but we've given it away in a bit of a tricky place here. Wilson across to Reed. Evans gets a tap on that, but he's got to follow it up, as that was a rough challenge. Very rough, and that's another one. Yellow card, please, referee. I don't know if he's shown it. Yes, he has, to Harrison Reed, as Staunton into Harrop. Go for a shot, blocked. Butterworth falls to. Gazzaniga saves. Does go out for a corner as well, as let's make the most of a corner for once. Haven't scored in a while, as Cyrus Christie. They've got tall defenders, as Lavera. Don't let them counter-attack. Johansson on a yellow card, so Didn't dive in, as now they're going to try and come at us. Decadova-Reid passes it backwards into Christie. Wilson across, straight into Oni there, as chip that over the top, please. Logan John doesn't get there, but still might fall to Valakari. Nope, and it does fall to Evans, so let's build again. Keeping the commentary going right here as that ball's around the corner. Not good. And it's quietened down a little bit. Still quite a edgy game. Plenty of yellow cards getting shown around as Brian now into Decadova-Reid. Tried to get a tackle in and haven't been successful as it's almost half time. Just see it out till the break at the Cottage. Of course, we're away from home. This would be a very good result if we can do it for another 45 minutes. As ref, please don't give them this chance. Blow the whistle, they've gone backwards, and thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 1-0 at the break. Like I just said all my half-time stuff, really. Just another 45 minutes to keep it up. That's all I can ask for from my team as Cyrus Christie inside to Lavera. Round into Reid, Decadova-Reid, Reid to Reid, as Anguissa hooks that out wide. Harry Wilson, of course, at Fulham now. You hear a lot about that in the Championship. He's a very good player for that level. As a pass away, straight into Butterworth. Butterworth to just hand that back on a plate to Valakari, who's going to try and switch that across into Maximilian. Great touch. Now inside, chip over the top. What a move this is. John one more on to Butterworth going for the acrobatics. Very good move. Very quick passing as Valakari's going to go for one here. And to be fair, it wasn't too far away. And Rodrigo Muñoz with a ball across the field. Don't have a clue who he is, but he's just come off the bench. Joe Linton into Brian. Reid across to Tom Kearney. He looks like he hasn't got the captain's armband on anymore, which is a weird one. Always been at Fulham though, hasn't it? As now Logan John across. Bolton get the pass off. There we go, Butterworth. I see the left wing back sprinting forward, always eager to get involved. As John onto Valakari. Great move, great shot, great save. It's amazing football from us though, I cannot lie. As Harrop, please deliver a good ball this time. It looks decent. Falls to Logan John, but only can head it as far back as Evans. Into Oni, who's taking every single shot on his own. A little pun in there, but not working. As at least we still have the result as it stands, though, as that's a pass from Johansson into Evans. Evans across into Oni. Can he finally pass this one? He does. And when he passes it, can it lead to something? John getting a shot off Butterworth. Was close to him, but he just couldn't get the touch on it as we've got 20 minutes left. Frank Zambo Anguissa. Now it's over the top into Harry Wilson to run at us. Oh, look at the pace. Maximilian Johansson is, I think, my favourite player in this team, as that's a terrible tackle. Another yellow card for the game, but let's talk about him more. Maximilian Johansson. So glad I didn't sign Max Clark. I'll still put it up to the vote, but he is brilliant left back, as that's a brilliant ball. Just a bit too far. Youngsters one for the future, even though he's not got the best of potential, as Oni passes it out wide. Bolton. I'm going to look for a cross. Looked for it, didn't find it, so we'll get the throw in instead. We'll take this with Bolton straight into the path of Valakari. Now edge of the box into Evans. Now into Harrop and try and chip that over the top. Here's Johansson. Tried to cut inside of Cyrus Christie. Tried his luck with 10 minutes to go. Maybe a bit of a costly one. Out of position, but they're going to try and attack rather quickly. He should have got back into position. Anguissa with the ball though, and he's passed it out wide. We've got 9 minutes gone. Over the top and out. Glad that just petered out, as now Bolton though. Bolton with a quick pass off to Butterworth. Butterworth across now into James McAtee. And McAtee, that's a good ball into Johansson. Can he actually get an assist to add to his good game? He can! Butterworth with another, and that is the confirmed win. Onside, the celebrations again, straight up to the manager. He has his faith in me. It's a double brace, double bubble in 2 games, and we will stay in the playoffs. Fulham should have been sunk right here. It's a great day in the capital. As what an assist. He is a terrific crosser as well. Bolton's got injured. Not good. But it won't take the smile off my face, as what a goal. Dan Butterworth. We've deserved this win so much. 4 added minutes. Kearney can't get the pass off. Valakari straight in the way. Evans onto John now. John, look out wide for Maximilian, who's just getting forward a bit too much, but I do not blame him, because every time he goes forward, something magical happens, as we've just got added time. 3 minutes of it, in fact, as Rodrigo Muñoz. Looks like Fulham are going to try and go all out. Josh Knight's going to deal with this one, and does to an extent. Marinovic, gather that. He does. Just going to absolutely whack this up the field. Try and get a head on it, maybe. Don't. Straight back to us. Evans chest through it, but I don't care. I don't care. It's a brilliant result on the road, and that is a season-defining one. we take a 5-point gap over Fulham and stay in those playoff places. Or do we? Do we go to second? I mean, I don't think we will, as we don't. But Stoke have dropped out of it. Coventry City are second in the league. Ignore Bournemouth. We never win in the league. I never thought it was. I never thought we'll finish in second or in the playoffs, but position we're in as we're 2 points clear of West Brom in 6th now. That's perfect. As Luke Bolton's out for 4 weeks, so it was a good job I got that youth player through the academy, isn't it? As it's talking about me not doing well with the academy. Don't know what that's all about. As Bolton, I've been playing Maglior there, but I'm not going to go with Maglior. I'm going to go with this low fella. He's training to be a wing back. And to be fair, he doesn't look too bad. So we've given Johansson a go. Why not give Lowe, who's the same rating and I think younger? 17 and 20. I didn't realise I got 20 Johansson, but we'll give him a go. And that is the team we will go into the 2 simulations with. Still a strong enough 4 at the back, I would say. As please, don't let these 2 teams drop us out of these positions we've got in. It's Hull at home in 20th position. Team I've just shown you. Both fully fit. As long as you don't lose. Guess what happens? We lose Honeyman and Scott. That's absolutely great as we drop to bottom position in the playoffs. Yippee. Fulham are just straight back where they are. So simulation games very nice to us, aren't they? Oh, we've had to do it. That's the game that should have been the banker today. The one that we should have won. As Blackpool away in 15th. Same team again, I guess. Don't let me down. A 3-0 win. There we go. Must have been a one-off that last one. John Evans. And John with a brace in the 87th minute, 3-0 comfortably. That Fulham game, not the best for us, of course, but we are in 4th. Joint points with Stoke, still 1 point off Coventry, so similar position, just a position less, should I say. Nottingham Forest do have the game in hand, but a very good one nevertheless, as who do we play next episode? We have Coventry to start us off with, and Bournemouth! Coventry and Bournemouth tomorrow. Get hyped for that. I mean, Stoke are the last game of the season as well. No, they're not. We've still got bloody games after that as well, haven't we? Have we? Did I go backwards or forwards? No, I went backwards. Okay. Phew. We should have 11 games left and 11 big finals to go. Starting next episode, of course, because this is the end of this one. Thank you guys for watching. Might be a little short, but I tried to shorten it up with deadline day. Like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell as well, so you do not miss an episode in the future. I speak about it being a video tomorrow. I'm not sure. I've got quite a busy day, but I'm going to try and pump it out. If not, keep open with the community tab on the channel. You'll see what's happening, as I will see you all, nevertheless, in the future of this series. Take care, in a bit, and peace.